Hi everyone, Lori Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. The sun is setting and it's about 1 bazillion degrees out there. It's so hot today. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I am playing in my Mourning Mourning Pages journal. Of course, I always expect that maybe you'll pick up a tip for the backgrounds. Your focal does not have to be what my focal is, but I have fun passing on the things that I'm trying. And usually I'm trying something just a little bit different, which I did in this background, which was very fun. It was the beginning of a background left over from the Do Not Try This Alone page. I worked on 2 pages at the same time, just kind of cast off my brayer, etc., etc., etc. I had said that the Sculpey that I got was from Mary. It was actually from Teresa. So I want to make that clarification. I get some gifts and silly me, I forgot that it was Teresa, although she sent me just some delish things. So thank you so much for that. Handsome Hubby even pulled something out of the box, so that was kind of neat. I used acrylics and art varnish, and I kind of explained the art varnish. I used texture paste and thin cardboard and elastic, and the name of the piece is An Elastic Heart is Stronger. So please remember that if you go to my Arteza link and you put in Lori Marie, I'll have to look it up. I think it's Lori Marie Jenkins 2. You'll get 10% off any of the Arteza products until June 11th. So that can be a savings because their products are reasonably priced to begin with. So I think there you have it. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment. I'm usually pretty good about responding to comments, and I appreciate your feedback. And see you on the table. Here's your project for today. An Elastic Heart is Stronger. And that's where I feel like I am right now. The heart was kind of pulled apart. Now it's elastic so that it's larger and can feel more and hold more. Good place to be. I used the other background from this one, started on that. Fun acrylics and words and a cardboard heart and texture paste. Good morning. Yes, coffee in hand. This is the page that I kind of cleaned my brushes and brayer off when I was doing this page. So it's already it has a background already started. I have a bunch of just different colored little scraps here. I'm going to Mod Podge some of them on. I'm going to put a light layer of Mod Podge on the entire page. I have some thin pieces of cardboard here. I'm going to place those down. Put down some yellow ochre paint, acrylic, and some art varnish to thin it out. Grab a gift card. Smush that around. Take the cardboard off, save that. And let that dry. This is dry. I'm going to put a thin coat of Mod Podge on the page again. And I'll lay the cardboard down again. Put down some acrylic paint. Dilute that with the art varnish. And smush it around with my card. Alright, get that all smushed around. Take the cardboard off and let it dry. I'm going to do another layer, same way. I have some rips here. We call that texture. Love that. Put some cardboard down. Take the cardboard off and let that dry again. Alright, I'm going to bring in my sandpaper, my lovely sanding block, and I'm going to go over this and grunge it up a little bit more. So I roughed it up some more with my sandpaper. Try not to make you listen to that. Bringing in my favorite stencil. Some of you have ordered a stencil. It is stuck in Sydney. So I will get those to you as soon as they arrive to me. And I happen to have a sponge brush on my desk right now, so I'm just going to use that. Use what's available. And I'm going to go in here and whoop, add some white. Bring in some of the Van Dyke Brown Hue and my credit card. Make some markings. So this is another part of that box that I used as the thin cardboard. I'm bringing this fun handmade stencil in and some of my very thick texture paste. And I'm going to build some texture on this cardboard with a palette knife, a stencil, and texture paste. So I'll cover the whole piece of cardboard with texture. That is so fun. We're going to let that dry. I'm mixing magenta with white and water. So I painted the cardboard and the texture paste, and we will just let that dry. While that's finishing the drying process, I want to talk to you about sometimes I grab the varnish and sometimes I grab water. The varnish does not affect the integrity of the acrylic. It still leaves it with that plasticky feeling, which is fun. When I sand, sometimes it peels off though. The water, so it dilutes the color without affecting the shine or the integrity. The water will totally dilute the sheen even, but it will sand off easier. So I am going to sand this down to the texture paste, so I wanted to, without it peeling, so that is why I used the water. So when this is dry, we'll grab that sandpaper. Alright, I think it's dry enough. I'm going to bring my sanding block in and I'm going to sand it. I won't make you listen. So the sanding is done. I'm bringing in the Distress Ink Black Soot. Let that dry. Or don't let it dry. I'm going to cut out a heart. Bring in a ruler and tear that heart down the middle. With this and this. Oh, maybe one more. Why not? I'm going to bring in my crocodile and some grommets, and I'm going to make some holes in the heart to put it back together. I overlapped the heart pieces, hoping that I could get the holes in approximately the same place. And I will do the same here. They won't be exact. It's part of our charm. I'll put a grommet in each hole. I'm going to take a small piece of elastic in these nice gesso-y acrylic painted hands, scoot it into a hole. I have very, very tiny glue dots, so I'm going to put 2 glue dots down and secure that elastic onto those glue dots. So we'll do a little recap. I take the elastic and I put it through one hole, and I take the same piece of elastic and I put it through the companion hole, stretch it out a little bit, bring in some glue dots. I have tiny ones, so I'm using 2 in a row. And put that elastic down. Got it glued out over there, don't even need it there. Thank you very much. I may have just put that in my coffee. Go to the other side, put down 2 glue dots. And lay the elastic down. And I'm going to do that to this hole, and then we will revisit the heart. So I have elastic here and here, and here and here. I'm going to poke a couple more holes here, put some elastic here, put the bottom together with elastic. I have to be kind of flexible with that. So I have the heart put back together with the elastic. I'm going to go around the edges with my precious Stabilo. I am a spit and smudge girl. So if that bothers you, don't watch. Go around all the edges of the heart. All right, here's my elastic heart. Bringing in tacky glue. Put some tacky glue on that thin cardboard. Flip the heart over. Put it in place. I hear my dad walking. Massage that down. When I get that stuck down, I'm going to bring in my rice bag queen and lay her on there to hold that down. So I'm feeling the need for a little bit of yellow on here. I'm hoping that, there we go. And this is the spray acrylic by Marabou, and I just want some blops on the heart. Well, there's a blop for you. And I am okay with that, and we will let that dry. So it's all dry. I love the way it turned out. I'm going to take my Stabilo, go around the edge of the page, under and over and on the outer sides of the letters. An elastic heart is stronger. An elastic heart can hold more. I'm going to add a few white dots. Of course, once I get started, it's never just a few. So the white dots kind of pick up the white in the letters so that the letters don't stand out too much. Kind of pull it together. Love it. All right, your turn. Go create, go play, go have fun.